Am I cool to be sat here, yeah? Close the door. Hi everyone, welcome to today's webinar, or I should say this week's webinar. So as you can see on the screen, these are the jobs that we are going to be going through today. I'm just going to flick my camera on just for the introduction. 2 seconds. There we go. I don't know what happened there, that was my fault completely. Cool, so hi everyone, welcome to this weekly job webinar that we are going for this week. So it's literally just turned 1 o'clock from what I can see. So I'm just gonna, yeah, there we go, angle that like that. For those of you that haven't joined our weekly job webinars before, I just kind of want to run over the structure of how we like to do these. So it's going to be about 15 minutes long, 15 to 20 minutes max, and we're going to go through 4 of our current vacancies at the moment. We do have other jobs that are available, so if you are watching this and you're not finding that any of these jobs are really doing it for you, then you can always give us a call. We can talk to you about any further vacancies, but just for the purpose of this webinar, we're going to be doing 4 jobs today. What we're going to do is we're going to run through the basics of the job, the key points and job benefits, and then we're going to go through some frequently asked questions that we get for each specific role. So you really do get a full overview. You'll get an overview of the company as well, and we'll go into some detail about what you're going to be expected to do within the job. So I think I'm just gonna wait about 30 seconds or so before I get on with it, just to let people join in, just because it's 1 minute past. So, I mean, I hope everyone's week is going well at the moment. I know that a few people have joined on today following the Facebook Live from last night. So we like to go live twice a week on Facebook, Tuesdays at 7 PM and then Fridays about 2:30 PM. So if you were interested in joining in any of our Facebook Live videos, you can always check out the G-Force Facebook page and all the info's on there. But cool, I think I'm going to get started because now we're on 2 minutes past 1, so we'll just crack on and get into it. So let's get the screen up so you can see what we're doing. Right, here we go. So today's weekly job webinar. So these are the jobs we're going to be going through today. So we've got half going in Bicester, half going in Banbury, and we're looking at doing some warehouse manufacturing machinery today. So it changes up from some of the jobs that we've gone through over the past couple of weeks. So it'll be a nice change, some new information for you guys to sink your teeth into. So I am literally just going to get started, I think. Just roll straight in. If anyone does have any questions along the way, just pop something in the chat below. I've got my colleague Mitchell sat beside me. He's going to be running the chat function, as well as me going through all these jobs. He's also going to be putting the links to the adverts. So if you want to apply for them, just check the chat below and the links will be there for you. And again, any questions, just pop them in there for him. But let's crack on. So we've got warehouse operatives in Bicester to start. So as you can see along the side here, warehouse operatives based in Bicester, paying £10 per hour, and shifts are Monday to Friday, and that's running from 7:45 AM until 4 PM. So really, really nice shifts. And to be honest, there's not a lot of shifts going around for this kind of time at the moment. I would say this is more office-based hours. So to be able to get this in a logistics warehouse environment, it's a really great catch. So this company, what they do is they are a high-end paint manufacturing business, and they supply to customers across the country. They also do products that cater to commercial and industrial sectors, as well as just people that are looking to decorate their houses. So yeah, they make custom-made paints. They have a common goal of working towards a zero error rate, especially within, not just within the company, but within this specific warehouse that we're talking about, based in Bicester. The management really like to make sure that all the work that's going out is perfected. Even if there is an error that occurs from time to time, they always ensure that it's reported correctly so that any actions can be taken to stop that error from happening again. So they really take pride in what they do, they take pride in their products, and they really like to be at the top of their game. So it's a really great company to work for. If you're looking to be able to progress, you're really looking to be able to achieve something within the industry. So let's head over to some job benefits and key points on this one. So this is a temporary position for 12 weeks with a view of securing a permanent position based on performance. So just to cut that short, it's temp to perm. Obviously, as it says, it's based on performance. So, you know, you need to be going in on time, working hard, hitting targets, make sure you're not late, all those kind of things, making sure you're not consistently absent from work. But, you know, if you're making sure that you're going in on time, that you're going in hitting targets, you're always presented correctly, you know, then they will obviously secure you that permanent position. So they will recognise the hard work. So it is a temp to perm for the 12 weeks. They are looking for a minimum of 12 months of warehouse experience. Just going back to their, I would probably say a zero error is a good comparison for this. Obviously, their zero error aim within the warehouse goes alongside. They really like to make sure that they're getting experienced people in to be able to go and follow through with what they're doing within their company. So you need to have a basic understanding of warehousing, how it all works, and they like to go with a base of 12 months minimum experience. So we will need to be able to see CVs for this role. So please keep that in mind. Various positions within the warehouse is what you will be focusing in goods out, picking and packing, replenishing stock, all those kind of things. The warehouse itself is really, really clean and it's really organised. So, you know, some warehouses you can see that are really really grotty and really dirty. This one is the complete opposite. It looks brand new essentially. Even though it's not a brand new warehouse, it looks brand new. They keep things really clean, really organised there. So they're really on top of everything that they're doing. So it's a really nice warehouse to be able to work in. Just some frequently asked questions that we get for this certain position anyway. So the first one being, what is the progression like at this company? So there are opportunities to progress, but it is all based on performance really. Obviously, if you are, as I said, if you're going in and you're working hard and you're really putting yourself forward, consistently hitting your targets, then you will be looked at as, you know, a main contender for a promotion, or if you want to move into a different sector within the company, you know, you go in and work hard and the opportunities are pretty much endless. Next question, will I have to work nights and weekends and unsociable hours? No, that's probably the best thing about this position really. It's Monday to Friday, 7:45 a.m. until 4 p.m. Don't have to work any weekends, obviously no late nights or anything. So yeah, it's the really, really nice hours, and obviously no weekends or night work. And then lastly, for the ask questions for this one, what is the dress code? So safety boots, high-vis jackets are a must, and they are things that you would have to provide yourself. So you definitely need safety boots, definitely need high-vis, and a face mask would be preferred. Work trousers you need to wear as well, like cargo work trousers, preferably black or navy blue. But yeah, if you've got the 4 of those, then that would be perfect. So this is the last slide for this particular job. I want to give anyone an opportunity to put in any questions just in case they have any. So I'll probably wait 30 seconds or so just to make sure that everyone's all good before I move on to the next one. Cool, we're looking good at the moment. So what I will do is I will continue on to the next one, but if any questions do come in, as I said before, Mitchell's monitoring the chat, so we'll just shout up if anything comes in. So next job, we are coming over to Banbury now. So this is for a manufacturing operative. So just down the side here it says they're based in Banbury and they're paying at a rate of £10.98 per hour. And the shifts are Monday to Friday, and this is on a weekly rotating basis. So one week you'll be working 6 a.m. till 2 p.m, the next week you'll be working 2 p.m. till 10 p.m, and then the following week you'll be working 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. So what this company does is they are the seat manufacturer for multiple different vehicle companies, massive names. So we're talking the likes of BMW Mini, we're talking Toyota, we're talking Peugeot, Vauxhall, all those different big automotive names they produce the seats for, manufacture and produce all the seats. So if you're looking to get your foot into the manufacturing and automotive industry, then this would be a really good opportunity. It will be a really good starting point for you. In this position, it is quite a physical position, so you will be working on the production line, and the seats will be coming down. You'll be stretching some high quality leather across the seats and getting them all presentable, really. So it is quite fast paced. You'll be working within a team of about 6 or 7, and they produce on average about 49 seats an hour. So as I said, fast paced, so you will need to be able to keep up with the production line. So they work hand in hand, this particular company, they work hand in hand with the BMW Mini plant, which is based in Oxford, which is literally just an hour out of Banbury, if that, probably a little bit less. But they have a aim of, I think it's about 8 hours from the seat actually being made to the seat being in the vehicle, fully installed and on the road. So it's a really quick turnaround time, which is why they have the targets of getting about 49 seats out per hour. So that is the basics of the company and what you'll be required to do within the job. So some job benefits and key points on this one. So the first point is you will receive a £200 bonus upon completion of 12 weeks of work, which is a massive deal. I don't know many companies that are doing this at the moment, especially in the Oxfordshire area, so it's a really great opportunity to get a little bit of extra cash in. I did briefly talk about this position on my Facebook Live video that I did last night. And some people are going to hate me for this, but I'm already talking about Christmas. I love Christmas personally, but if you do start the position now, if you think in 3 months' time we are going to be on the run up to Christmas, that £200 bonus can go towards a treat for a partner, treat for kids, or you could even treat yourself. You know, you're the one that earned it, so you might as well treat yourself. But yeah, that £200 bonus would be upon completion of 12 weeks of work. Next point is that you'll be working with the automotive sector, which is obviously something that I've briefly gone over just now, working and having the opportunity to produce all the seats for the vehicle companies that we talked about, such as BMW Mini, Vauxhall, Toyota, Peugeot, all of those. So big names we're talking about here. So as I said, a really good opportunity for you to get your foot in the door. Next point, this is a temporary to permanent position for the right candidate. So it is on a temp to perm basis of 12 weeks. So you've probably linked it to the £200 bonus. Obviously that's upon completion of the 12 weeks. So once you've completed your 12-week temporary, that's when you're then given the £200 bonus and then a permanent contract. Obviously, if you are consistently late or if you are not hitting your targets or things like that, then obviously you wouldn't be offered a permanent position. But on the other hand, if you go in, you work hard, you know, you really prove yourself, hit your targets, always turn up on time, then there will be a permanent contract there for you, as well as a £200 bonus, which is great. And then the last point for this, this client is in a good location with a clear and tidy site with a range of facilities. So I don't know if many of you on the webinar currently live in Banbury or know of Banbury and are close to the area. It is just outside of the Thorpeway Industrial Estate in Grimsbury. That's the big estate that most people seem to know. There is a petrol station right next to it as well. So you literally come out and there's a petrol station that has a Greggs, It has I think it has a Krispy Kreme station as well. Tango Ice Blast machine. They have loads of snacks in there. They do lunch items as well, so sandwiches, baguettes, all that kind of stuff. So you know, if you forget your lunch one day, there's literally food right on the corner for you. So yeah, you've got a good range of facilities there. They do have an on-site canteen for you. It does have a vending machine. It does have coffee machine as well. So if you'd like to use any of those, then that is completely there for you. They do have a bike shed. They have an on-site car park as well for you, if that's something that you'd want to keep in mind. But it is in walking distance, especially if you live in Grimsbury, which is in Banbury. So I'm going to move on to the frequently asked questions for this one. So do I have to work nights? So yes, the shift pattern is set, and you will be expected to work all 3 rotating shifts if you do say you want to be put forward for this role. There is no exceptions on that, because everybody that works on the production lines, everyone does the same. So everyone has to work the morning, the mid and the late. Just to confirm again, it is working 6 a.m. until 2 p.m, then 2 p.m. till 10 p.m, then 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. But it is Monday to Friday, so I know the rotating shifts can seem quite daunting, but it's Monday to Friday, so you know, even if you are doing a night shift, then you do get 2 days over the weekend to kind of recuperate, get yourself together before you're then back in on the Monday morning. Next question, is there overtime available? As there are rotating shifts, overtime is rarely required, to be honest, but sometimes their business can peak, so it does mean there will be an opportunity for extra hours. So if there is any overtime that becomes available, it will be something that your line manager will speak to you about. They'll gauge your interest, and if you are interested, then obviously they can put your name down for it. And the last question, is this ongoing? So yeah, it's a temp to perm role, so with the possibility of the permanent contract after 12 weeks, as long as you are going in and, you know, working hard and really making a name for yourself. So you get that perm contract, and you also get that £200 bonus. So that's it for this one. Are there any questions that anyone wants to ask? Again, I'm just going to leave it for 30 seconds or so, give people a chance to type away. Cool, I think we're looking good. Cool, let's move on. So the next one, we're going back over to Bicester. So this is for a warehouse operative position. So as you can see from the side here on the right hand side, it is a warehouse position based in Bicester, paying £9 per hour, and the shifts are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. So again, with this one, some really nice shifts. The job benefits and key points for this particular role. So this is an ongoing position, because there is such a high volume of workload that they've got going on at the moment. So they're really looking to secure someone, again, on a temp to perm position. Next point, that there is an on-site canteen with a coffee machine, a microwave and a refrigerator. So they do have quite a lot of facilities for you to use on site. All the staff are extremely friendly, and there is a high retention of staff. So the majority of the staff that we do put into this position, they do stay, and they do end up going on that permanent contract after the 12 weeks. All the feedback that we get is that everyone really enjoys it there. It is a nice environment to work in. The management are really nice. So everything is, it's a really nice position to be in, and a place to work at. I feel like I've said nice in that sentence quite a few times. So if you didn't get anything from that, it's a nice place to work at. And then finally for this one, responsibilities include replenishing stock, and they do have a forklift position available as well for a reach forklift. So it would, if you'd be interested in that, you'd be operating a pump truck, loading, unloading containers, all of that kind of stuff. So it's a really nice basic warehouse role. I have just realised, I'm going to go back to this side because I didn't actually go into the company itself, which I really wanted to go into. So this company is a supplier of medical products to hospitals across the UK. They have a big contract with the NHS, so obviously following COVID-19, their medical products are in quite high demand. They they distribute things such as hand sanitizers, face masks, all of that kind of stuff, like plastic gloves. So all of those little bits and bobs, they distribute across the country. Obviously, all of it's being in such high demand within hospitals. So winning the NHS contract was massive for them, which has just meant that they're soaring. Their business is soaring now, and it's been fully established and recognised as one of the top of the supply chain within the healthcare industry. So it really is a big company to work for, a really good, solid company. And then again, just going back to the actual role itself within the warehouse operative, you'll be replenishing stock, you'll be picking and packing orders, doing some goods in, goods out, loading, unloading containers. So it is, again, it's a really nice, straightforward warehouse job, and with the hours as well, you know, it's Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. So you don't have to take any of your workload home. As soon as you finish at 4 o'clock on Friday, you don't even have to think about work until you're back in at 8 a.m. on Monday. So some frequently asked questions about this position. First of all, is this company accessible via public transport? No, your own transport is essential because it's in a rural location. It's just on the edge of Bicester, literally right on the edge. And public transport is not very reliable, to be honest. We have found that people that we've placed in the past, they've really struggled to be able to get there with public transport. So then again, they've had to find another way to be able to get there. So they have a lot of the candidates that we get in now drive, so you must have your own transport, either a bike or a car with a driving license to be able to get there safely. Second question, is there a possibility of securing a permanent position with this company? Yes, so within this position you 100% can secure a permanent contract based on your performance. Again, it's like the other ones that I've gone into. As long as you're going in and working hard, then they will be able to secure that permanent position for you. And then lastly, how much warehousing experience do I need? So this company will actually consider applicants with no warehouse experience at all. They do give full training in aspects of warehousing and all of that kind of thing. So you just need to be able to have the right mindset to be able to go in, really take it all in, and to want to learn and want to be able to be within the industry, because they really will put their arm around you, they will look after you, and as I said, they'll get you fully trained. So no, you don't need any warehouse experience at all. So if you are interested in this position, then 100% give us a call, and we can get you put forward. That is it for that one. That one felt a little bit quicker than all the other ones. I feel like I'm missing something out, but I don't think so. So if anyone wants to pop any questions in or make any comments in the chat about anything that I've just gone through with that one, then I'll just give you a couple, like 30 seconds or so to be able to do so. We're looking good at the moment. Yeah, all good to move on. So lastly, we're coming back over to Banbury, and this position is for a machine operator. So they are paying £10.29 an hour, and shifts are Monday to Friday. So again, with this one, no weekends. But this again is on a rotating shift basis. So this is from 6 a.m. till 2 p.m. or 2 p.m. until 10 p.m. What this company do is they are a cardboard box manufacturer, and they specialise in retail packaging. So they do on the shelf packaging. They also do delivery packaging. They have massive companies that they work for. Some of them include Sainsbury's, Fairy Liquid, so like the washing up liquid. They work with Game, so the gaming store, and ASOS as well, which is their, I think it's one of their biggest companies biggest customers in terms of online deliveries. So they supply all the packaging for them, and all of those other companies. So within this position itself, you will be organising all the completed products, passing them on to the picking team so that everything can be prepared for customer orders, making sure your area is fully cleared down, making sure that everything is all kept clean and tidy. You'll be monitoring the production line, reporting any issues to the maintenance team directly. So yeah, it is a really straightforward role. You do need to be able to have experience with this position. They are looking for people that have at least 2 years experience within machinery, ideally, and they would like to see CVs for this role. So we'll get into some more job benefits and key points, and see what you guys think. So first of all, you'll be working for a well-known packaging manufacturer who are gearing up for a massive expansion. So they've got a lot that's going on under the surface at the moment. They're just waiting for the thumbs up, and then they will have so much work going on, and the company is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and has done over the past 10-15 years. Really, they've expanded massively, and they're continuing to do so even through the COVID-19 pandemic. Next point, there is an on-site canteen as well as on-site parking. Obviously parking is a great point because, you know, if you're looking to drive, you need somewhere to park your car. I don't know if you guys know Banbury very well. It's on the Beaumont Industrial Estate, so where the Audi and McDonald's is. That's how most people tend to find it. When you say Audi and McDonald's, people are like, oh yeah, I know. So yeah, it's on the Beaumont Industrial Estate by those two places. So a lot of people will need to be able to drive to get there. So yeah, there's on-site parking, and there is also a bike shed for you. And again, there's an on-site canteen for you to use as well. Next point, so there is optional overtime on a regular basis, and it's paid at time and a half and double time. So depending on how much you do, if it's over 45 hours, you'll be able to gain time and a half, and that again is a option. That again is regularly available, but is optional. You know, you don't have to do it. If you're happy to just do your 6 till 2, then 2 till 10, then go home, that's absolutely fine as well. And then lastly, there is a wide range of progression opportunities available, again, just due to the company's plan to expand. There's a lot going on, and it'll be a great time to join, really get your foot in the door now before everything does expand, so that when it does, you'll be able to move up to like a supervisor position or management, or, you know, if you don't want to go upwards, you can always go outwards. You know, if you want to go to different departments, you know, then that'll all be there for you. So again, it's a really great time to join before all of this expansion goes ahead. Some frequently asked questions about this role. So can I start immediately? So I did briefly touch a couple of slides ago that we will need to see CVs before all of this. So for this role, you need to submit your CV to us so we can arrange an interview. So you will be on site with the client. So this will be a face-to-face interview at the site with the client. It can take up to a week from once you submit your CV for us to get you your interview booked, not booked in, well, for your interview. And obviously it's all at discretion of the client when they're available to see you, and then again when you're available to see them. But once you've completed your interview, you'll be booked in for an induction, and then as soon as that induction's out the way, you'll be able to start pretty much immediately. So yeah, it can take a week or so to be able to get you started with the interview and the induction process in place. But you know, if you've got a week's notice in your current job, then it kind of evens out and it kind of works quite well for you. Second question, is it a formal interview? So no, it is a very relaxed atmosphere. So the team leader or manager will discuss your previous work with you. Obviously they'll see a copy of your CV, so they'll want you to go into some more detail about what your day-to-day is, your expectations in your current role and how you've lived up to that. And then any skills that you think would benefit you within this role. So yeah, it's quite a relaxed chat that you'll be having with the management. And you can ask any questions that you may have as well about the role. You will be given a short maths and English test to complete as well, so it's always good just to let you guys know about that. Lastly, will I get a permanent contract? So yes, this is a temp to perm ongoing role. It does have the possibility of a permanent contract for the right candidate at the end of the 12-week period. Again, with this company, which is pretty similar to the last one we discussed in Bicester, they do have a high retention of staff. So the feedback that we get from this company is that people really enjoy working there. They really enjoy working under the management, and everyone there is really friendly, really helpful. So it really is a nice place to work. Really great opportunities in there as well. And again, for that overtime, if you do want it, it is there for you. So that is the end of that job role. I'm just going to get myself back on camera now. Momentarily. Here we go. So that is the end of this week's webinar. So the webinar is not actually going to be on for the next 2 weeks, just because we are looking to spruce it up, sort out some technical issues that we've been having in the past, We really just like to make sure that when we do these webinars for you guys that they are absolutely perfect. So it's going to be completely spruced up and it's going to be great in the next 2 weeks. So it will be it'll be 3 weeks from now. So yeah, I can't get that up on I was going to try and get the calendar up, but it just would have been too time consuming. So yeah, just keep in mind that the webinar's not going to be on for the next 2 weeks, but we will be back. We will be doing Facebook Lives in the meantime, so if you guys really do like this, being able to chat to us over video, then hop onto our Facebook, drop us a like, and you'll always be notified when we do go live. Again, it's Tuesday evening at 7ish, and then about Friday afternoon at about 2, half 2. So those are your times to catch us. You can interact with us on Facebook, drop us a message. You can give us a call if any of these positions interest you. Then give us a call, say that you watched the webinar and that you are looking for more information, you want to get put forward. We have a bunch of resources in the office who are going to be here from 8:30 a.m. until 8 p.m. Monday to Thursday, and then on Fridays we are here from 8:30 until 4:30. So we are here for you all week. We are also available on Saturday mornings now from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. So if any of those weekday hours don't suit you, then we are here on a Saturday morning as well. So give us a call whenever suits you, whatever's best. If you're not sure when you're going to be able to call in, or you want to be contacted via email, you can go onto our website, submit a website inquiry, and one of our resourcing team will come back to you straight away. If none of the job vacancies that we spoke about today on the webinar interest you, then you can always check out our website. We have a full list of our current vacancies on there. Or again, you can just give our resourcing team a call and we will go through everything with you. So that is it for today's webinar. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Again, this will be the last one for the next 2 weeks. If you do want to enroll onto the next one, which will be in 2 weeks' time, you'll find the link on our events page, and then you'll be able to fill out your details, just like you would have for today's. It's really straightforward, and then you will be submitted all the information. But check out our Facebook videos in the meantime. Facebook job videos go up, and then Facebook Lives happen on a Tuesday and Friday, so we will see you then. Have a great week, everyone.